I'm going to be going to a party later in the evening, then I want to make sure what I'm having for breakfast and lunch are going to be leaner. So instead of having a sausage biscuit for breakfast, I'm probably going to choose something more simple like cereal or just a pancake or a waffle, having something pretty light. Maybe I'm going to get a little extra activity during my day. Instead of taking the Stinger all around campus, I might get off a couple of stops early and get in a little extra walking. And then when I have dinner, dinner won't be a full dinner. I'll make it a mini meal. I'll probably have half as much as I normally do. That way, the extra calories I'll be getting at a party that I'm going to later in the evening won't totally throw me off balance. Now, if you're the person that's actually doing the preparing of the meals, the snacks, the appetizers, and the things like that for the holiday parties or the family gatherings, then you can also incorporate more colors among fruits and vegetables in the things that you're offering. So if you want to figure out, well, what dessert should I take to a party? Well, you could do sweet potato pie. I've already mentioned pumpkin pie. Or you could do a peach cobbler or something like that where it's incorporating fruits and or vegetables. You could always make the appetizers that are made from fruits and vegetables as well. For example, you can make a fruit salsa that could go with pita chips. Or you could make a bean dip instead of bringing French onion dip. Beans, sort of from, it's from the plant kingdom. We kind of use it as either a starch or a protein versus a vegetable. But again, that's getting us colors. Beans come in colors, there's black beans, there's red beans. If you have lentils, they come in 4 different colors: brown, yellow, orange, and green. So think about that also too. If you're going to make chili, instead of just having red kidney beans, you could put a variety of colored beans in there, different colored peppers in there, different colored onions in there, and then going for lean beef and things like that. So you want to think about that when you're making these soups and stews and holiday meals. And parties, I want to still focus on the colors. Keep in mind those are, rich vitamins and minerals. Yeah, I'll be getting more calories. Yes, I'll be getting more fat and more sugar or more carbohydrates or whatever it might be in terms of macronutrients. But the point is, let me at least get nutrition in those calories. So if I have a choice of having brownies or pumpkin pie, if I have pumpkin pie, I get the color orange. It came from pumpkin. That is a vegetable. I can have apple pie instead of chocolate pie. Again, focusing on fruits, focusing on vegetables, focusing on my colors. And what I really love about the holidays is there's usually more offerings among the fruits and the vegetables. And so it's a really great way to get your colors in. There's the green bean casserole, the broccoli casserole, the squash casserole. There's also the spinach dip, actually made with spinach. Spinach and artichoke dip. We don't often get artichokes, so there's a way to get those vegetables in. And really enjoy them and really focusing more on the colors and things coming from the fruits and the vegetables. And another very important thing in doing your meal planning, not just thinking about having the food groups present and the colors, but when you're making your shopping list and thinking about, am I going to get something that's frozen? Am I going to get something fresh? Am I going to get something that's canned? Because all these varieties that are offered at the grocery store carry different nutritional value. Most people think, oh, I'm going to get fresh. Fresh is best. Well, if fresh is in season and locally grown, then that's probably true. Since it didn't have far to go, they would pick it when it's ripe and send it straight to the market. But if your fresh vegetables are coming from out of the country or coming from out of state, long distance, say from the other side of the U.S., then chances are it was actually picked before it was ripened, so that it has time to ripen in transit versus being over-ripened once it arrives to the store. When it's picked too early or too late, the nutrient value declines. On the other hand, when we're buying canned foods, canned fruits, canned vegetables, generally speaking, the cannery is within 3 or 4 miles of the farm where the produce was harvested, and it's processed right away. So what you're getting in the can, such as canned tomatoes, might actually have a little bit higher nutritional value than the tomatoes that you get at the grocery store that are out of season. So don't be afraid to get canned products. You just have to look at the food labels to understand, was there added fat or sodium to that, which would affect the nutrition content as well. Same will hold true for frozen foods. You want to read the nutrition labels. Oftentimes when they start adding the seasonings or sauces to it, that's what's going to increase the calorie content, the sodium content, the fat content, and perhaps make it not as nutritious as it would be if you had bought the fresh. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this podcast learning about healthy eating and nutrition. We invite you to stop by the Health Promotions Department at the Stamps Health Clinic. Stop in with your questions or look through our brochures and our handouts and some literature to take back to your dorm, share with your friends, or make an appointment downstairs to consult with a registered dietitian. That way you can have general wellness and healthy eating that'll last you for a lifetime. Thank you.